From the left coast, it's a show for the streets. Strictly for the culture, strictly for our people. YouTube the views, log on and stream. Some news you can use with your host Khrissy B. Get familiar, yeah. Get familiar. Get familiar. Get familiar. You gotta get familiar, yeah.
What's up? How are you?
How's it going? How's it going?
I'm blessed. Can't complain. Well, welcome to Get Familiar. This is episode 22, featuring you today.
Thank you for
having me.
It's all
about you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
I am too. I'm kind of glad that I could do this with you. I have not tapped in yet with anybody from like the culinary industry.
Okay.
So I'm excited. You know, I've been trying to get on my cooking game. I'm pretty good in the kitchen, but I just kind of want to dive into, you know, the ins and the outs of culinary, dieting, recipes, and just really learn your story. Okay, so that's kind of what we're here for. Are you an LA native?
I'm an LA native. Well, I was born in Florida.
Okay.
I guess that's where I get my crazy side from. You know what they say about Florida?
What part of Florida?
I was born outside of Orlando.
Okay.
But I was there for maybe 6 months.
Okay.
And my family originally from here. Well, my family is originally from Belize and migrated to LA. Went to Florida for vacation.
So are you Belizean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've been here since I was a baby. So I won't say born and raised, but definitely from the time I was born.
You are. I will consider you then an LA native.
Right. Yeah.
If you started that young.
Yeah. Yeah.
What school did you go to?
See, I was all right, we're gonna start from
that
the
really
beginning.
Tells me where you're from.
We're gonna start from beginning.
I really know if you're from LA. We're
gonna talk about high school.
Don't talk about IE. You from LA.
My home school was Dorsey.
Okay.
My home school was Dorsey or LA High.
Well, I went to Crenshaw.
I went to Hamilton though.
We can stop there.
I went to Hamilton.
Okay.
You already know, my mom used somebody else's address. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
She didn't want me in a better school, so I went to Hamilton.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that where you graduated?
That's where I dropped out. Yeah.
Dropped out.
Yeah, high school dropout. Prior high school dropout.
Okay. Did we go back and get our credentials?
Actually, I dropped out of high school, and then I had to go to continuation. I was one of the bad kids.
Okay.
Got kicked out of continuation because my mom cussed out one of the teachers.
Okay.
So I'm gonna blame her for that one.
Okay.
Then I went to Job Corps, and I was like, I don't know what to do. So I went to Job Corps. The same day I went to Job Corps, they sent me out to take my GED test. Passed it the first time.
Okay.
Then I was like, well, where do I go? Where do I go from here?
Where do you go from here? Yeah. And is that how you ended up here now?
Actually, no.
Okay.
So in Job Corps, it was all about, at that time, it was all about like, do something with computers. So I did like a computer repair course and stuff like that, but it didn't really speak to me. Although I'm into tech stuff, it didn't really like speak to me like that. Left there, started working at FedEx, and was like, well, I made it. I got a good job. Everybody want to work for FedEx.
Everybody want to work for FedEx.
But
yeah, I feel like everybody had a FedEx or UPS job, post office.
Yeah, something like that. But started working for FedEx, ended up getting fired. I was in one too many accidents.
Okay.
And then I was like, what can I do that I love? And at that point, it was already people. I would love to see people's reaction when I was cooking. So I was like, maybe I should just go to culinary school.
So at home?
Right.
Okay.
So I would cook at home and cook for different people.
But if you're Belizean, I know your mom or your household, y'all was whipping up some meals. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but it's the traditional Belizean food, the stewed chicken, rice and beans, potato salad. We call it 1, 2, 3.
All the stuff that get you thick.
Right. That's why I'm thick now. But
right.
So I would just love the way people reaction when I would cook for them. So I decided to go to culinary school. Went to
and at what age
school.
was that?
That was at, how old am I now? That was probably like around 25, 24, 25.
Okay.
Yeah, about 10 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. So I went to culinary school and I was like, yeah, I'm about to graduate. I'm about to be this big time chef. I'm about to just do it big. I graduated, like, nah, you gotta start as a dishwasher like everybody else.
Wow.
Yeah. So I became a dishwasher, but I already knew I'm the type of person, like once I get my foot in the door, it's a wrap.
Yep.
So I took any job I could because I knew once I get in the door, it's over with. So I started working with this guy. He was going around LA opening cafeterias in office buildings.
Okay.
So he'll go open a cafeteria and then sell it to somebody else. So I got a lot of experience. I got learned how to staff a company. I learned how about inventory.
Oh.
I learned about,
That's
payroll.
the way to do it, yeah.
I learned a lot from him. But it wasn't feeding my itch.
Yeah.
It wasn't feeding my itch. It was cool, but it was cafeteria food at the end of the day. I decided to try my luck in Atlanta.
Okay.
Right. So I went to Atlanta.
That's a good place, though. I feel
It's a beautiful place. I love Atlanta. I always said I'm gonna get a second home in Atlanta.
So at least try to get started somewhere.
Right, right. And I went to Atlanta and I loved it because I seen all these black business owners, all these successful black people, and it was like heaven to me. It was like, wow. So I went there and I started working at Cheesecake Factory.
Okay.
Was there for about a year. Stuff happened with my son's mom where I had to move back to LA. And moved back to LA and was working at Cheesecake Factory out here. Actually, the one in Marina Del Rey, so shout out to Cheesecake Factory Marina Del Rey. But that still wasn't feeding my itch because it was so routine. Every day coming the same thing. Every day same salads. Every day same steak. Every day, I was like, I need something else. So I went online and I applied for a position at this hotel in Santa Monica called Hotel Oceana.
Okay.
It's right on the beach. And in the culinary world, they have these things called stages, which is like an audition. You come in, you show them what you got, and either they hire you or you don't. So I came in, I was like, this is my time to shine. They're like, make this, make that, make this. I got hired on the spot.
Dope.
Right.
Okay.
So I was there for about a year. Then they wanted to revamp the menu and retrain the staff. So they hired this chef by the name of Chef Josiah. He owns a restaurant in Santa Monica called Melise.
Okay.
And his restaurant in Santa Monica is a 2 Michelin star restaurant. I'm not sure if you know about the Michelin ratings. Basically, the Michelin ratings is how they rate the highest of the highest restaurants.
Got it.
If you have 1 Michelin star, you legit.
Right.
2 Michelin stars, you like really legit. And 3 Michelin stars, you top of the top.
Okay.
So his restaurant was a 2 Michelin star. They called him the mayor of Santa Monica because he like kind of controlled the culinary world down there. He came in and retrained the whole staff and rechanged up the menu. So that's where I get a lot of my fine dining skills from. Actually, I talked to Josiah, so shout out to you, Chef Josiah. I talked to him last week on Instagram. And I'm like, oh, do you remember? He's like, yeah, I remember you. So that was a cool feeling to know that this high of a high level chef that has a Michelin star restaurant still remember me. And he was like, I'm glad I made an impact in your life. So that's where we was at. I was there for about maybe a year and a half. And then I got an opportunity to go work on a cruise ship in Alaska as a sous chef.
Okay.
One of my friends, a friend of a friend, referred me to her cousin, and it kind of just went from there. So I was in Alaska for about 2 years off and on because it's seasonal. So during the summertime, I would go to Alaska, work out there, come back. And when I came back, I was like, maybe I should just do my own catering. And that was the birth of Chef Junie Catering. So.
I love that. That's actually a good story. How do you think, now moving forward, like, is there any type of, I don't want to say regrets, but I think when we're all kind of like in the pursuit of chasing our dreams or our passions, did you feel like, why did I get into this? Or why am I doing this? Like anything that, that you had to learn on your own along the way that nobody told you?
Yeah, one of the, and I will say this is a regret. One of the regrets I had was going to culinary school. Now, whoever want to go to school, all power to you. But for me, it was that after effect after school, where it was like, no, you still got to start at the bottom of everybody else. So I learned the same things I've learned in culinary school, working in restaurants. So that's why I have a couple people that, a couple youngsters that look up to me and I kind of mentor, and they ask me all the time, like, should I go to culinary school? And I tell them, go work in a restaurant first. Go work. That's where you're gonna get your real skill from. Yeah. And if you decide to go to school after that, then go to school after that. But don't think you're gonna go to school like I did and think you're just gonna graduate and just become an executive chef somewhere. Yeah. But you're gonna have to start at the bottom just like everybody else.
I can probably compare that to like being an indie artist versus to signing to like a label.
Right.
Yeah,
but
it kind of sounds like you have to, I just feel like it's more so like the independent grind of kind of learning it, like the trial and error.
Right.
Versus to kind of like, oh, maybe if I just go straight to a record label, then I'm gonna just, I'm gonna get signed. Everything's just gonna be peachy and cream. I'm gonna be cracking right away.
The only thing I would say about record labels, they got access to a lot of stuff that an indie artist probably necessarily won't have access to.
Yeah.
Like if you sign to a Sony, they could call up LA Live, like, yo, I want to have this person come perform.
And that's the only benefit I would say to signing to, my personal opinion, I think that's the only benefit probably to signing to a major label is that.
Right.
But then you have all the behind the scenes shit, like the contracts.
Right, exactly.
And all the stipulations.
Where they pretty much own you for the next 10 years.
Where they own you.
Yeah.
But I think that's for you, kind of going back to, your craft, you were able to, now you're doing it on your own.
Right.
I think that's what, you work for yourself.
Exactly.
You work for yourself. Do you have any specific like dishes or anything that kind of stand out that the people love? Do you have a menu?
I don't necessarily have a menu. I pretty much cook anything.
Okay.
Whatever the client wants is nothing I can't do. Mm-hmm. If they want me to go out and get a deer,
not a deer.
Whatever they want me to go out and get, I'll cook it up and make it taste delicious.
Okay.
So I pretty much do everything. One of my clients is OT Genesis. Mm-hmm. One of his favorite things that I cook, I do a really nice seafood Cajun type Alfredo.
Okay.
He likes that one. My lamb chops is always a hit. Mm-hmm. Of course, the typical lobsters, all that good stuff.
Now, are you cooking with all the healthy stuff, or am I gonna
no healthy
feel
stuff?
like I gotta take a, after I'm done,
you're gonna have to
slumped over.
You definitely gotta take a nap afterwards.
Okay.
You definitely gotta take a nap afterwards.
Okay. Because I'm trying to get into the whole like no GMO.
Right.
I have anxiety, so I have to watch like sugar levels and certain foods with a lot of like grease and fat.
Right.
And I'm also possibly trying to convert vegan. Now, do you have some vegan dishes?
I have some vegan dishes.
Okay.
We have like green beans and asparagus.
Okay. That's about it.
Nah, but I actually have my own line of seasonings that's vegan.
Okay.
No GMOs, no MSGs. Mm-hmm. So, and it's low on sodium.
That's great.
And I made that because I know our community is plagued with the high blood pressures and the diabetes, and so I want to create something that's low on sodium but still packed full of flavors. Mm-hmm. You know how KFC got 11 herbs and spices. I got 12 herbs and spices. Okay. So I have to one up KFC.
You have to one up KFC.
And so we got that Chef Junie season. I actually got a bottle for you.
Oh no, thank you.
Like I said, low on sodium, full of flavor, and I've literally put it on everything.
Yeah, that's dope. Now I kind of want to go back to the vegan thing. Now, do you have any type of insight that you can provide for anybody that's trying to, maybe even pescatarian? Let's start there. So how would you implement for somebody that says, hey, you know what, I want to stop eating meat, or maybe I want to start maybe pescatarian with like fish dishes, or will long go vegetarian? Maybe explain the difference too, also between a vegan and a vegetarian, because I know there's a difference. Right.
So a vegetarian is just somebody that don't eat meat or animal products.
Yeah.
Like milk, cheese, etc., butter. A pescatarian is somebody that just don't eat meat.
Yeah.
So they eat fish, they eat lobsters, they eat shrimp and stuff like that. They just don't eat chicken, beef, pork, or any other type of meat. I have a lot of recipes that can fall under a pescatarian diet.
Okay.
Like I have a jerk salmon I do.
That sounds good.
Chicken not chicken, like a teriyaki, what's shrimp?
Okay.
Teriyaki shrimp.
Okay.
I do like a shrimp fried rice. So I got some pescatarian options.
Yeah.
And even got vegan options for people that want vegan. Like I made a vegan Alfredo one time. Just use all vegan products, and
everything you just named sounds amazing.
Yeah,
I'm hungry.
It's pretty good.
I'm hungry.
Well, I'm gonna get you in the kitchen with me in a minute.
I'm hungry,
it ain't gonna be vegan. It ain't gonna be healthy.
Whatever it is, I'll take it.
Right, it's gonna be
whatever
good.
it is, I'll take it. How have you been able to balance, being now that you're an entrepreneur, you're independent, you're working for yourself? I see that you're a family man.
Right.
You have children, which is great. How are you able to balance that? That's hard for me personally too. My child is everywhere with me.
Right.
I don't necessarily have a babysitter. I'm gonna dump her off on people, and she's with me all the time. But how are you able to kind of find that balance with your children, your home lifestyle, and being an entrepreneur, because at any minute you may need to get up, you may need to go on a job.
Right.
You know, it's you working for yourself. You can get a call, you might have a big gig, you got to go out of town.
Right.
So how are you able to kind of balance your life?
I have a strong support system around me.
Takes a village.
Right.
Yeah.
My girlfriend, she does a lot. She helps out with the kids when I can't.
Shout out
be
to the
there.
girlfriends. Shout out to the girlfriends.
When I gotta go out and do stuff, she picks up the kids from school, bring them home, homework, cook dinner, all that good stuff. If I gotta go out of town, if we going out of town for an event, I got my mom, my dad, my sister. So I got a strong support system around me that helps out with the family stuff. It does get hard as an entrepreneur. Some weeks is down, some weeks is up.
Yeah.
But you gotta take the good with the bad and just keep pushing forward and not ever give up.
Yeah.
If you really believe in yourself, you'll figure out a way to make everything happen.
Yeah. Speaking of that, like what kind of advice or tips can you give somebody that wants to kind of step into your shoes, but wants to do it kind of like the way you did it, like independent? You know, is there any, because there's no blueprint to this. There's no handbook on say this is how we're supposed to do it. You have to learn and kind of just through trial and error.
Right.
So what kind of advice could you really give somebody that really wants to that has a lot going on, that has the family, but also wanting to be on the entrepreneur side?
Believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself 125%. If you don't believe in yourself, you can't get anybody else around you to believe in you. Map out what you want to do. Have a plan. Have a 5-year plan. Say, okay, this is what I want to get done in this time period. This is what I want to get done in that time period. And actually pursue what you're doing. They say action without faith is dead.
Yeah.
So you have to believe in yourself, but you also have to apply the action behind what you're doing to make sure it happens. Yeah. As far as if you want to be a caterer or a chef like me, like I said, go out and start working in a restaurant. Restaurants ain't no good money, so if you want to do that as a part-time gig and get your feet wet, start doing that. Get the people around you that love you and have them hire them, or not hire them, but have them hire you to cook for them.
Yeah.
You know, start off small. You don't have to start off at the top cooking for celebrities. You start off at the bottom, work your way up, take it one day at a time and keep on pushing.
Yeah.
Don't ever stop.
I love that. Now, are there any like beefs in the culinary industry? You know, there's a lot of chefs, I'm sure. I know of a few.
Right.
But like, what are the negatives kind of this industry? You know, are all of y'all friends? Like, you know, like how is this industry, you know, grouped, if it is? This
is one industry that I would say is a strong knit group.
Okay.
I know a lot of chefs. I don't know a lot of them personally, but shout out to like Trap Kitchen and Billionaire Burger Boys and Blue Kitchen and all these people.
You know who Chef E Double is?
I know who Chef E. That's like a real good friend of mine. Chef E Double.
Some real good hometown favorites.
Right.
Yeah.
When I started out, he gave me a lot of good advice.
Dope.
It's everybody got to eat. So there's enough food to go around, literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
So it's nobody ever hating on anybody or, oh, you can't cook or I cook better than you, or it's like, get your money. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over here and get my money.
Yeah.
And I think everybody got their own lane. Like when I started out wanting to sell food and, you know, get a food truck and stuff like that. But then I realized that wasn't my lane. That's not what the type of chef that I am. I like the more intimate, fine dining type of experience. And I like to show my skills to the world.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be just labeled as a caterer. You know, I wanted to be bigger than a caterer. I look at people like Gordon Ramsay and Wolfgang Puck, and you know, they make their fortunes off of being a public figure, not off of so much of their restaurants. So I always wanted to own my own restaurant, but it never was like a priority for me. Like if I could get my food out to the masses like I do on YouTube and show people we could do this fine dining stuff at affordable prices and anybody could cook, then I serve my purpose.
I love that. Yeah. So what are some of your biggest accomplishments being, you know, a chef so far?
Some of my biggest accomplishments, actually a lot of my biggest accomplishments happened during the pandemic. Like I said, working with OT Genesis, which led me to work with Uncle Charlie Wilson.
How did you find OT, or how did he find you?
Shout out to my cousin, Callie Picks. He hit me up one day and was like, yo, I'm at OT's house. He needs a chef. Come pull up.
Just like that.
Or just like, and I was in Fontana at the time, which is an hour and a half away.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I gotta make it. I gotta figure out. And this is like the beginning of the pandemic. Ain't nothing in the stores. Everything is. I gotta figure out if I gotta go 20 different stores.
Right.
Because like I said, I've always been that person. Once I get my foot in the door,
You're wiped out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once I get my foot in the door, it's over.
Yeah.
So like I went there, cooked. He loved it, and it was like at one point a weekly basis. Oh, come through.
During the pandemic.
During the pandemic,
last year. Yeah. That's dope. I'd love to hear that. Now, what else can we anticipate or expect from you? Like, what else are you working on?
What I'm working on right now is just my YouTube channel, Chef Junie TV. Like I said, I like to show people that they could do what I do, and it's not that hard.
Yeah.
And it's affordable.
Yeah.
You know, they might make it look fancy and look high-end at the restaurants, but it's really affordable and you can do it at home. So that's what I'm working on right now, my YouTube channel. Also got I want to call it a cooking show podcast where I have different guests come on and cook with me.
Okay.
And talk about their...
You're giving us a real experience.
Real experience. Yeah. Like we had DJ Head on there.
Yeah.
Telling us about
him
being a DJ. We had Gina Views on there.
Shout out to Gina.
We had EJ the DJ on there. So we had a few guests on there and just want to keep on building it up and really put LA on the map.
Yeah.
As far as I can do. You know, I just want to play my part as far as putting LA on the map as far as DJs, rappers, media persons, everybody that's from LA that I could put on, I want to put on.
You done that, and you're doing it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now I'm excited to kind of get in the kitchen with you.
Oh, we gonna
I feel like I feel like I'm gonna learn something today. I kind of saw what was sitting on the counter.
Yeah,
so I'm ready to kind of dive into that.
We're gonna get into our brunch vibes today. You know,
brunch vibes.
We got some bottomless mimosas. You know,
what is this fancy?
This is just a little Louis the 13th. You know, I had to bring out the big bottles for you.
Let me stay in my let me stay in my lane.
We got to bring out the big bottles. We're
stay in my lane.
We might use that for one of these recipes today, but you know, we got to bring out the big bottles.
Yeah.
I also got this candle for you. My girlfriend makes these candles, the higher vibrations.
Yes,
we always try to be on the higher vibrations around here.
And you know, I did smell it when I walked in, or when you showed me the candle, and I absolutely love candles. To know me is to know. I will burn a candle in every single part of the house.
See, something came to her.
Something came to her. This was for me. This was for me. And this is the Tranquility candle, right?
Right.
Yes. Tranquility. Thank you. The higher vibrations. We're gonna shout out the girlfriend because this is an amazing candle. It smells great. I'm looking forward to it.
Higher vibrations. So we're gonna get in the kitchen.
We're gonna do one of these recipes.
Yes. We're gonna get on our brunch vibes today.
Yes, let's do it.
And we're gonna make it happen. All right.
All right.
All right.
All right. Shout out to you.
We're gonna see y'all in the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
All right.
Turn that shit up, savage.
So what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Chef Junie's TV. Today we are in the kitchen with another video for you guys where I make simple and easy recipes for you to try out in the comfort of your home. Today we have a special guest, Khrissy. She just did an amazing interview with me. So if you guys want to see that interview, I'm gonna leave the link in the description down below. But she said she wanted to see how we get down in the kitchen, so that's what we're doing today.
Yes, I'm excited.
So you ready to get down?
I'm ready to get down.
All right, before we get into this interview,
let's do it.
All right, this video, I got something for you, all right?
Okay.
I got an apron. You looking nice. I don't want you to get dirty. I don't want you to say Chef Junie got me dirty, so I got this.
I appreciate it. Oh, how dope.
This was a collab
Cook with love.
Cook with love. This is a collab I did with I Love LA Girls.
I love it.
So I'm going to go ahead and...
All right, lace me.
Yeah, we're going to crown you today with, with the Chef
Beautiful.
apron.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's do it.
And we're just going to get busy.
I'm ready. It already smells good.
It already smells good?
It does. It really does.
All right. So what we're gonna make for you guys today, we're gonna make a fruity pebble French toast, all right? It's gonna be real quick, real easy, real simple, and real affordable that everybody can try at home. But not only that, we're gonna make white Hennessy syrup, a homemade white Hennessy syrup, all right? Now, you know, sometimes you're at the house and you get some waffles out the freezer or something like that, and you look in your cabinet and you ain't got no syrup. If you got water and sugar, you got syrup.
Okay, good to know.
So if you got water and syrup, and we're gonna use some brown sugar today.
Good to know.
So water and sugar is your syrup.
Okay,
all right,
perfect.
So we're gonna make our syrup first, and then we're gonna jump into the French toast. But before we get into that, I'm gonna let you guys know what recipes we're using. You good? Got any questions?
Nope, I'm good.
All right.
I'm learning.
You're learning, okay.
I'm learning.
So for our French toast, me personally, I like to use brioche bread.
Okay.
All right, so we got about 6 slices of brioche bread right here. All right. We got fruity pebbles. Our fruity pebbles is gonna be for the crust. Okay. This is how we're gonna crust the French toast when we cook it. We got some for our batter for the French toast. We got some vanilla extract. We got 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Then we got 1/4 of a cup of brown sugar.
Okay.
We got about a tablespoon of nutmeg, a tablespoon of cinnamon, and then we got 4 eggs, 4 large eggs. And then we got a cup of milk. A cup of milk. This is all for the batter.
Got it.
And then for the syrup, we got 2 cups of brown sugar, 1 cup of water. So it's a 2-to-1 ratio with the sugar, the syrup. So we got 2 cups of brown sugar, 1 cup of water. We got some cream of tartar. This has helped the sugar not crystallize. All right. And then we also got, we're gonna use about a shot of white Hennessy. I know y'all see the bottle's almost empty, don't worry. We got a full other bottle over there, we're gonna turn up a little bit later.
Okay.
But we're gonna use about a shot of white Hennessy for this recipe. And that's pretty much it, it's that simple. So you ready to get into it?
I'm ready. Question real quick. Now, how much calories do you think we're gonna intake with all of this?
We ain't gonna talk about that today.
Okay, we're not. Okay, I'm just curious because I'm kind of on a diet,
I
but.
mean, diet schmite.
Okay, let's get into it. Let's do it. I'm ready.
All right?
Yes.
So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna go ahead and get our syrup going. All right. So
Okay.
we're gonna use our 1 cup of water,
All right.
and then we're gonna use our 2 cups of brown sugar.
Got everything measured to a T.
Everything measured to a T.
To a T. Yeah.
Usually I don't like to measure. I kind of eyeball everything.
Okay.
But
for this, it's important to measure.
Since I'm showing the people how to do it, I'm gonna show them the right way to do it. So we just get our whisk and whisk this up a little bit. Yeah, nice dark color, just like syrup.
Yep.
So we're just gonna let that go a little bit. Let that heat up, get up to temperature.
Okay.
Let that sugar dissolve all in there.
Does it have to come to a boil?
Not necessarily a boil.
Yeah.
But we just want that sugar to dissolve.
Got it.
All in the liquid. All right. Put that to the side for now. And we're gonna go ahead and start on this batter. All right, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and do the batter. So we got our 1 cup of milk right there.
All right.
I don't know if you want to use some gloves, you want to crack some eggs.
Let's do it. Let's be sanitized. Let's be sanitized.
All right, crack our 4 eggs.
Okay. In here?
Yep.
Yep. Most importantly, no shells.
No shells.
No shells.
In there.
Right. No shells.
Uh-oh, we're splashing all over the place.
Let me get it a little lower. Let me get it a little lower. Let's go a little closer to the bowl. There we go. It's better. You got it?
Got it.
All right.
There we go. Okay.
All right. I'm assuming I need to
Yeah, we're gonna go
whip
ahead
up my
and
eggs.
stir this up a little bit
All
more.
right.
It's all about multitasking in the kitchen too. So you got to multitask when you're doing stuff. So this is almost at a boil.
Okay.
We got that sugar nice and dissolved. We're gonna go ahead and add our butter. Just half a cup of butter.
Okay.
We're gonna do it like that so it don't splash.
All right.
that butter nice and melted. See that butter nice and melted? You smell that?
I
You smell
do.
that nice
I do. I sure do.
You got anybody in the live asking us questions?
No, sir. They're just looking
In awe, right?
Anybody in the audience got a question? No? Nobody?
This is the first time you ever made this.
This is the first time I ever made this? No.
Is this like from scratch?
Now we're going to turn our heat down. How long has what?
How long these events that you make?
I think I made this about a week ago. I had to cater it in Palm Springs. All right, so now that this is nice and melted, we're going to add our cream of tartar.
Okay.
And like I said, this is going to help prevent the syrup from crystallizing.
Got it.
And you can actually put this in your fridge for at least a month.
Okay.
You know, and just
This?
the
Yeah.
syrup. You can continue to use the syrup. Then, like I said, we're going to use about a shot of this white Hennessy.
All right.
All right, this white Hennessy is full of maple flavors because of the barrels that it was stored in to make the Hennessy. It was maple barrels, so it's got a lot of flavors in here that we can use. So let's go ahead and use
All of it.
about a shot. You know?
The whole thing.
I said about a shot, give or take, you know?
Right.
All right, so now this is pretty much done. That's your syrup. That's how simple it is to make a syrup. You guys see that?
very simple.
Couple ingredients and you got a nice syrup, all right? So we're gonna go ahead and put this to the side. And we're gonna let that set up a little bit. It's not thick right now, but you're gonna see as it set up, it's gonna get real nice and thick, all right? So that's our 4 eggs and our 1 cup of milk.
There's a technique to this.
There's a technique.
There's a technique to this. Yeah.
Do you do a lot of cooking at home?
I actually do. I was like growing up, I wasn't big on cooking. I used to like just, is the food ready? You know, that was me. But when I had my daughter, that really kind of changed. I got really hands-on in the kitchen and started really like expanding my menu, I should say.
Right.
Because I can just do a little bit more than tacos and spaghetti.
Okay. Now we're gonna add our nutmeg.
Yes, okay.
Mix that
Love
up.
nutmeg, okay.
Cinnamon.
So this is what we're dipping our bread in.
Yeah.
Yes.
You ever did the cinnamon challenge?
No.
You want to do the cinnamon challenge?
I don't know about that one. Okay, let's see. Get all of this. Get all of it.
Yeah. We're gonna add our brown sugar.
Yeah.
Get close so we don't splash. So incorporate all that in there.
Really smells good.
Or vanilla extract.
It really smells good.
Yeah, it's gonna taste even better, trust me. Put all that up in there. Remember, people, clean as you go.
Right.
Don't let Amy come on this camera because she's gonna tell you I don't clean as I go at home. But clean as you go. What happened to my other stick of butter?
I think we
We
good.
got a question. What type of bread are you using?
We're using brioche bread. I call it the king of bread. I love brioche. Brioche is like, it's basically like butter. It tastes like butter.
It is.
All right, so let me mix that up a little bit more for you. You know, get you that.
And that question was from is 555.
Here's 555.
Yeah.
Isabel,
Okay.
you want to cheers? Let's cheers. My throat is kind of parched.
This is so far what we've done, how we've accomplished.
So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do these in process, right?
Okay.
So we're gonna put our stove on a medium heat. Okay. We're gonna dip the French toast into the batter, into the fruity pebbles, onto the frying
Am I
pan.
covering the bread
So
completely?
I'll do one and show you, and
Okay.
then we go from there. Somebody in the audience said, "Only thing you know how to make is tacos."
I'm trying to secure my man, so I'm definitely stepping outside of the tacos.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
I would say I make enchiladas really well.
Enchiladas.
Enchiladas.
I have to get you back into. I never did an enchilada recipe on
Really?
here yet, so
With red sauce, not green.
Red sauce. Okay.
Red sauce. And I do sides, okay? So it's not just the enchiladas. I can do the rice and beans too.
Okay.
Okay. I do a really good rotisserie chicken. I do a really good rotisserie with the potato. So I make red roasted potatoes with the rotisserie chicken, like mashed potatoes, garlic mashed potatoes.
Garlic mashed potatoes.
Exact. So those are my two favorites.
Right.
Tori likes, my daughter likes spaghetti. Of course, because all kids like spaghetti.
How's her spaghetti? Is it fire or not? It's fire, okay.
Fire, see?
Stamp of approval,
You know, kids,
from Tori.
kids have no filter, so she'll tell you.
Right, so we're just gonna take our butter and put it right on the pan like that. And get the pan nice and coated with the butter. Then we're just gonna take our bread. And we're just gonna dip our bread and right into the fruity pebbles. Just like that. And go ahead and put it on there. And let it cook up.
Yep.
You wanna do one?
I sure do. Gotta get them sides too.
There we go.
See, I've never really been a Fruity Pebble cereal kid, but I'm excited to try this.
Let me go ahead and probably put another 2 on there.
Okay.
Get it nice and crispy.
Now, do your kids like this particular
Yeah.
dish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My kids are starting to become more and more bougie. They want the lobsters and the steaks.
Well, Daddy's a chef.
Yeah.
Okay. Daddy's a
We want to
chef.
kind of just press it down.
Oh, got it,
Press
okay.
There we go. There we go.
It's the crunch for me.
It's
The crunch for me.
They're ready to flip. As you can see, almost ready to flip. So we want to cook these for about maybe 2 minutes on each side.
Okay.
Get that egg that's already soaked in the bread, nice and cooked all the way through, where it's still nice and moist in the middle, but crispy on the outside. As you can see, our syrup over here starting to thicken up nice and beautifully.
Sure is, yeah.
You smell that? Yeah, y'all can see that? Yeah. See how it's starting to thicken up? Once it sits, it's going to thicken up a little bit. Okay, now we're going to flip these.
Yeah.
Nice and crispy. You see that?
That was brownie. Yeah.
And you guys can use any type of pans you got at your house. You can use a non-stick skillet. You can use a cast iron skillet or stainless steel, whatever you got. Smells good.
Smell is like
It's coming. It's like
coming.
it's like creeping up in your nose.
Yes.
Kind of keep on
Flipping.
watching it. You know, you don't want it to burn. Check your heat. Make sure it's not too high. Okay. So these are pretty much almost ready. We're gonna take these out to the side and do the last 2.
You gonna put them right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you guys don't want to use the Hennessy in your syrup, you don't have to. If you guys don't want to use Fruity Pebbles, you don't have to.
Is there another cereal that they can probably replace with that you recommend?
Captain Crunch.
Okay.
Not Captain Crunch. What's it called? Cinnamon Toast
Oh,
Crunch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch,
Cinnamon
yeah.
Toast Crunch, yeah. All right, so these are. These are coming out beautifully. Not that one. We don't like that. We're gonna put that one at the bottom. We're just gonna set this to the side for now. We're gonna use our last.
Ready for our last 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
All right.
A little bit more butter down there. Beautiful, beautiful.
This is the perfect like French toast bread though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
Brioche.
Now, if somebody didn't want to use brioche, what would be your second option?
Maybe like some challah bread.
Olive bread, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Or you can just get some good old Weber bread, you know?
Right.
Whatever you got at the store.
Old school.
Or you got at the store, they got the big
Old
Texas
school.
toast breads. You get some of that.
Like the garlic bread?
Not the garlic bread, they just sell like this.
Oh.
The Texas is like the size.
Got it.
Yeah, so
Okay.
they sell Texas size breads that's really thick. You want the breads kind of thick.
Right.
Yeah, these breads are a little bit too thin for my liking, but that's what they had. So that's what we're going with.
Got it.
All right, you guys, so these two is almost finished. We're gonna clear up this little area right here. We're gonna get our plates out. We're gonna plate this up nice and fancy, nice and pretty, and we're gonna go from there, all right?
All right.
So we're gonna see y'all in a little bit. Peace. All right, now that we got the kitchen reset, we're gonna go ahead and plate this up. Everybody know this is my favorite part because I love to make the food look pretty and beautiful on the plate. So we're gonna go ahead and cut these up, plate them. We got some powdered sugar for garnish, and we're gonna have that beautiful syrup on top.
Yes.
All right? So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take a couple of these,
Okay.
stack them up on top of each other. You're gonna cut them on a diagonal. Matter of fact,
Yep.
I'll get 3, you get 3. All right? And we're just gonna. Mind you, it's that Chef Junie cutting board with the Chef Junie knife. So,
Look at you.
you know, then we just gonna.
Brandon 101.
Right. We're gonna lay it on here like that.
Okay.
All right. Like I said, hit it with the powdered sugar.
Fancy. See, like me,
Like
I would
Christmas.
have just poured
Make it snow. It's
I
like
would have just
Christmas
poured it
right
on
here.
there.
Right.
All right.
Your turn.
Okay. This is the important part, making it look pretty.
Making it look pretty.
Let me make it look pretty. I think this is a good way to capture a man too, though. You know,
think
bringing
so,
him a nice
yeah.
plate with it, you
Like I
know.
say, the quickest man waits till their heart starts stomach.
Right, yeah, but that's the way it looks.
Right, so it's all about symmetries. We got the 24 karat gold facing one way, and we got the triangle going the other
Yeah.
way. Right, so you want to hit it with the powdered sugar.
All right, that's right. Okay. All right. Let me not go too crazy with the sugar. I think mine is a little stingy, huh?
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
Better.
We're gonna take some of this syrup. Yes. Try not to let it splash all over the place like you want some syrup on yours?
Absolutely.
Let's see, you did it better than me.
See? I'm learning.
And there we have it, everybody. That's Chef Junie's Fruity Pebble French Toast with your homemade white Hennessy butter. Not homemade Hennessy syrup.
Perfect.
White Hennessy syrup, all right? We're going to let her taste this. We're going to dive into this. And then we're going to go.
The best part.
So there you have it, everybody. Chef Junie's Fruity Pebble French Toast. We got that nice crust of brioche bread with the fruity pebbles. We got the white Hennessy syrup on there. We finished it with a little bit of powdered sugar. And now it's just time to taste it, all right?
I'm ready.
So I'm going to let you taste it.
I'm
We
so
got
ready.
Our gold forks right there for you.
Let me bless my food.
Okay.
All right.
Amen.
Amen. Okay, let's see.
Tell me the truth.
This is good. This is so good. Okay, so I'm gonna pick out.
Okay.
It's not too sweet, which is good. And I didn't realize I haven't had Fruity Pebbles in years.
So shout out to,
Oh my God.
what's his name in Vegas? You got Charles. She wants some Fruity Pebble French Toast when she
I'm gonna
comes to
try
Vegas.
vegan style.
Vegan style.
This is it. And the syrup is so good.
So it's nice and crunchy on the outside. Nice and moist and soft on the inside. You get that wood, that real woody maple flavor from the Hennessy
Got
and
it.
the syrup.
This is good.
Tori, you want to eat something? I want Tori to tell me. This is the ultimate test right here.
Come on, girl. All right. Wait, cut it.
You
Now, let me help you. Let me help you out. Let me help you out. I don't think Tori's ever had Fruity Pebbles.
You ever had Fruity Pebbles?
I don't think so.
Your mama robbing you your chocolate. How is it? It's good? I get the stamp of approval? Okay, we don't want you to eat too much. We don't want you to get lip off the Hennessy, but...
Right. Oh my God, I forgot about that. It cooked out, please. Oh my God. Child Protective Services knocking on my door. CPS, please. Don't act like y'all ain't never gave y'all kid a little bit of wine. Here's a little bit. No, this is perfect. This is the perfect dish. I love it.
I'm glad you liked it.
Yes.
This is something that you can cook at home for Tori or
Yes.
for Charles in Vegas, you know? Get you that, the quickest way to a man's heart is through his stomach. So.
Absolutely.
So that's going to be it for this guy. So that's going to be it for you. So that's going to be it for this video, you guys. We had the Fruity Pebble French Toast. If you made it to this part of this video, you might as well go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Leave me a comment down below and let me know if you want to see any type of recipes on this video. I also started a new membership service on this channel. So right next to that subscribe button, it's going to be on this side or that side, there's a join button, right? So right now we got our first tier, which is the sous chef. No, first tier is the line cook. So if you want to be a part of my line cook crew, it's only 99 cents a month. You'll get your own custom made Chef Junie badge, priority comments, early videos and stuff like that. So it's only 99 cents a month. If you mess with me, go ahead and hit that join button, and I'll see y'all in the community, all right?
All right, peace.